To become an immortal, there are many risks. Many paths will lead you to deception and pain. But for those who stand in your way and betray you, their day of reckoning will come. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. WWE Day of Reckoning.
Hey everyone, welcome back with Beano Mac, where today we're going to start our playthrough of WWE Day of Reckoning, the story mode. Never played this game, so this is all new to me. But I did do the tutorial, so hopefully I know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm ready for the next one, send them in. So no voices. What does Vince McMahon look like? William Regal. So you go by the name of Kai, interesting. According to this report put together by WWE Scouts, I see that you have just recently graduated from wrestling training, top of your class. Yes sir, they say I was a natural and had a bright future ahead of me. I'm gonna have to narrate these things, I don't do voices. I figured that the only place worth making my mark is right here in the WWE. Oops. Well, that's fine, but let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. You see, you may be here at the WWE offices, but I wouldn't say that you were in the WWE, at least not yet. I realize that where you came from, you were a big fish in a small pond. But now that you're under my roof, you're going to go back to being a plebe, a nobody. Jeez. At least until such time as we feel that you're truly WWE material. Until such a time comes that we feel you're ready for the next step toward the spotlight. It won't be easy. You'll feel like you're paying your dues all over again because that's exactly what you'll be doing. You may have been hot stuff where you just came from, but around here you're nothing until you put your time and proven yourself. Good lord. If you can't abide by that, then you've got no chance in hell of making it in the WWE. And if you fail, I've got a list pages long of men and women such as yourself who are willing to make the extreme sacrifices necessary to succeed. Boy, they're really nailing the point home. In this business and in the WWE, so after all that, are you certain that you still want to give the WWE a try? I know how to read, trust me. Are you sure that this is for you? Are you certain you have what it takes? More than ever, Mr. McMahon, I know this is right for me and I won't let you down. Great, that's the right answer. If you work hard, polish your skills, and do what you're told, you'll do fine. And if you do all that, you definitely won't let me down. Awesome, when do I start? Will I be on Raw or SmackDown? Will I have a manager? Can I meet Trish? Hold on just a second there, Kai. Your first assignment is going to be in our WWE Developmental program. Ooh. You'll have some matches there where our WWE trainers can take a look at you up close and help you effectively build and utilize your skills and ring technique. Interesting. I wonder if it will be the performance center I did the tutorials in. It won't be glamorous or easy for you, but if you can prove yourself there, you'll likely be promoted to some appearances on WWE's Sunday Night Heat. If and only if you prove yourself on Heat, okay, well then the time may come when you'll be assigned to either the Raw or SmackDown brand rosters. No velocity? And at that time, I'll be only too happy to present you with your first WWE contract. I trust that you find all this acceptable? You bet. Thanks, Mr. McMahon. These games always make your character call him Mr. McMahon after the Attitude Era games for whatever reason. Fine, so I expect you to report to WWE Developmental immediately. I'm certain that they'll want to get you involved in some tune-up matches right away. I wish you good luck. Surprised I'm not going in for a handshake only to be denied because I haven't earned Mr. McMahon's respect yet. I feel like that's something they did around this time. Report to WWE Developmental. Interesting. Oh god. Hey, excuse me, I saw you walk in. You are... My name is Kai. I'll explain a little more about him later. Kai, right? Well, in any case, there's no need for me to introduce myself. I'm sure you already know Johnathan Coachman, the coach. Now everybody knows that the coach has done just about everything there is to do in this company. Commentary, interviewing, even wrestling. That's actually true. That's actually true. And I'm the best there is. I've won pay-per-view matches and I've even been the protege of the great Eric Bischoff. Is he still in this game? So, as you can imagine, there's no assignment that Mr. McMahon himself would not personally entrust to the coach. And that's why the WWE needed an extra talent scout to evaluate a new batch of up-and-coming rookies in the beginning stages of their careers. They turned to me. So do yourself a favor, always listen to what the coach has to say. I can make careers or I can break them, so it pays to follow my instructions. Got it? Sure. Okay, great. So you've got your first WWE developmental match coming up right now. If you want the coach to be impressed, just go out there and win it. Sounds simple enough. Is the coach playable, I wonder? Alright, so I'm probably only going to show character entrances one time. So like if there's a new, if I face like Matt Hardy for the first time, I'll probably show off his entrance, but if I do a rematch, probably never again. And this is a very interesting looking arena. This is the house shows. But as you can tell, if you know anything about this game, I just wanted to get this game, this character created quickly, so it's just Hardcore Highway's entrance with one of the end-game songs that I like. It has the same soundtrack as SmackDown vs. Raw. I think this was released in August of 2004, so it was a little bit before SmackDown vs. Raw. Wow, that guy actually looks a lot more like me than my created wrestler. That's that Joey guy, that's Mean Old Mac right there. That's probably who I should have created, but I just went and I picked the most interesting character I thought in the preset, template parts or whatever for the characters. So that's why it looks pretty generic and why he's black and stuff like that. But I'm not. I used to love creating an entire roster, my own federation, the arenas and stuff like that back in the day. Crap, this guy's giving me a little trouble here. But I don't know. I don't have that same creativity since I've grown up. So I'm probably gonna try and make something of this guy the further I go into the story. But right now, I'm just gonna have to wait until maybe inspiration strikes or whatever. But I named him after Kai from Mortal Kombat 4. Just because, I always thought that was a cool name, and he has the afro, which, Kai didn't have, but, just paying homage to, another series that I love there. Plus, I couldn't think of anything better. I guess it's better than Joey, though. Always hating games, though, whenever, the default, I don't think you would call it a font, but just, everything's in caps. And that's what they did in a lot of the Aki games and stuff like that. I don't know, it just looks improper to me. It always bothers me, but I'm complaining about semantics, so. Like I said, this is the first time I'm playing this game, so this video is mostly going to be about my first impressions. And so far, so good. I'll definitely say that. A lot of people compare it to the Aki games, and it's definitely inspired by it, but I've already noticed quite a few differences already. Obviously you have quick grapples, and then you have the quote-unquote strong grapples. We have momentum bars that directly affect, I believe it's obviously the damage and how much momentum you gain for your finishing meter there. As you can see, my headbutts are giving me a hell of a lot more meter towards my finisher now than they were when I first started the match. And my opponent's momentum, Joey, he's in the blue. So obviously, you know, that's something they directly took from the Aki games. I didn't actually expect to win this so quick, but it is a developmental guy. And it's crazy too, because you can see, I think this is directly taken from the that is directly taken from the SmackDown titles. So I'm gonna assume they're probably gonna. This was made by Ukes, who developed the SmackDown vs. Raw series as well. So I'm gonna assume I've noticed in the movesets too, they reused a lot of it's pretty much all the same animations. So pretty interesting what they were able to create with all the reused assets. Not complaining either. Alright, show number 2, 5 minutes. Alright, I wonder what I'm gonna have to do in this one. Got you for 5 minutes! I've got to admit, you showed me something out there in your last match. But don't kid yourself. It's gonna take a lot more than that to impress the coach. Alright, pal. So for your next match, not only do you need to win, but I also want to be sure that you can finish an opponent quickly if you're asked to. So you've got 5 minutes to win your next match. Jeez, they really were taking stuff from Maki. Except it's supposed to be 3 minutes, not 5. Got you for 3 minutes! I gotta beat this dude in 5 minutes. My bad. I'm getting my titles mixed up. This dude was huge. Is that Brighton? Brixton? Breton? I don't know. I'm not a man of culture in that sense. I don't know other cultures, so I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. And I think in the house shows, there is no announcer introduction, so now that I think about it, do any of the characters have announcer introductions in this game? Obviously, there's no, as you can hear, there's no ring announcers, so. But that's just kind of an interesting thing to leave out. Maybe it's just something to do with the Gamecube and the size and stuff. Alright. This is getting a bit ridiculous. I was doing pretty good with the reversals in the tutorial, and I did a match clean as The Rock against Shawn Michaels. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just something. Probably my attribute points. But yeah, there's definitely a lot that you can tell right away that this game took just straight from No Mercy. But it's kind of like, even more so than, I guess, AEW. I mean, it's kind of the perfect blend of Ukes, SmackDown vs. Raw games and the Aki games. So I can definitely see why people enjoy the series. I mean, it feels like there's a lot to remember as far as movesets and stuff like that, which isn't a bad thing. So it's definitely one of those, probably one of those hard to master kind of games. But I can definitely see why people like this series. It's been fun so far. Alright, submission. And momentum goes up pretty quick in this game, honestly. It's kind of like they want me to use a lot of finishers. Well, then again, I am under a time limit, so maybe that's the issue. But I just know that freaking headbutt. That's probably my favorite move in my moveset right now. But that's my finisher. You can have up to 5 finishers in this game, depending on the situation. So it's not like Akin, which almost every situation has. Okay, I wanted to pin him, but okay. But it's not like Akin, which every situation can have the potential of a finisher. You know, like upper body, lower body, front, back, grapple, turnbuckle, all this or that. It's like you have up to 5 finishers in a moveset that you can use in that time limit. Let's see if this will work. Alright. Interesting. So right now I just have, for my finishers, I just have the power bomb as my front facing one, and then for my rear facing one I just have like a dragon suplex. But you can only have like one of each, so like one front, one rear, but you can have it from pretty much a finisher in any situation, I believe. Which is really cool. Even running finishers, which were never in the Aki titles. But it's weird because I mean, I feel like that would have been perfect for, obviously it works for Edge, but I feel like it would have been perfect for JBL, but I don't think JBL's in this game at all for whatever reason. Meet Mr. Heyman, show number 3, second week of April. So it looks like we're starting like right after WrestleMania, and I'm assuming WrestleMania, like most games, is the end goal. Oh boy. Oh, wow, Paul Heyman. Mr. Heyman, I've been waiting to meet you for a long time. My name is Mr. Heyman. This is the new guy I was telling you about. Please let me introduce, what was your... It's Kai. Like I said, Mr. Heyman, it's an honor to meet a former WWE GM such as yourself. Boy, I'm a suck-up. I'm sure it is. Coach, he doesn't look like much, but you can't always judge a book by its cover. Jeez, that's probably what he said to Shelly Martinez. I'm here watching some of your development talent tonight. What can I expect from you? He's still a little rough around the edges, but he does have a few interesting moves. Ooh. Well, as you know, a man such as myself is always looking for performers with a little attitude and panache? I'm not a walking dictionary here, folks. So in your match tonight, why not show off some style? That's a great idea, Mr. Heyman. Jeez, even he's calling him that. Kai, in your match tonight, why don't you show Mr. Heyman your finishing move? Only just make sure he notices. Do it twice. You want me to hit my finisher twice? Okay, no problem. As long as I'm not timed, that shouldn't be an issue. I'll try and show off both of them. Ooh, wow, wing. You know, is it a racist stereotype if it's the developers are Japanese? I don't know. I don't usually buy into that stuff anyway. It's cultural appreciation, not appropriation. But enough of that nonsense on my channel. Kind of reminds me of a mix of martial law from Tekken and Bayek from Tekken. Oof. Only a martial arts master could have avoided that. There we go. I thought that's supposed to knock him down, but okay. I like how he ended up on the other side more hurt than me. Devastating. I wonder if he was named Wang after that Chinese singer. I know they did an episode on South Park about her for whatever reason. Which is weird. Damn, this guy's not messing around. And he keeps getting me that damn arm bar. Why does Mike Chioda look like he's about to join in on the action? Or he's just kind of grooving. Jeez Louise. Oh my god, and it's the damn armbar every time. This guy's kind of kicking my ass, I'm not gonna lie. It's... jeez. It's kind of weird, because I feel like I've done more damage technically to him, but he's reversed my moves quite a few times, so I think that's why he has more momentum. I don't know, it's probably something to do with charisma, I have no idea. Although I hope that's not setting a bad precedent for later on. Because that was something that always irritated me in the Aki titles and No Mercy, in which you could be pounding someone and hitting them with like a bunch of moves, not just weak moves either, but some serious moves, but they'll just reverse like 2 moves and all of a sudden they just have like, they're in the orange or something like that. I think it has something to do with the aggression stat or whatever that you can set in the fighting style stuff, but Boy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and get at least 2 before I hit him with it. Man, this dude doesn't give a crap. Alright. Come on. Alright, we can still do it. We can still do it. What? There we go. Man, the reach on this game is kind of a little buggy. Now I gotta hit you with one more. Is TKO on? Oh. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to get another one. But my momentum is high. I gotta make sure I don't get hit with that momentum shift. That's something which, if you're in danger, you can immediately, you know, I think you have to be on your feet to do it. It's like essentially another special move. So you hit him with that, and then, you know, you swap momentum meters. So it's kind of like a comeback type thing, which, yeah, I mean, if I ever get in that situation, I'll show it off to you guys. But as you can tell, I'm kicking butt, so that's not likely. And they even had blood in this game from the get-go. Even the rule sets, like, I'm not going to really show it off because it's exhibition, but even the rule sets are reminiscent of the Aki titles. But there's so much more match-type variety in this game than they ever could have had in the N64 titles. But, like, even, like, first blood matches are available in this game, but it's just a match-type option you can turn on at any point. Same with submission matches and stuff like that. And obviously, you know, it's GameCube, so the most you can have is 4 people in a match. So no elimination chambers, unfortunately. But maybe that's something they changed in the sequel. Man, I messed that guy up. I think I may have broke his nose. Bean-O, a lot of people think that's RVD, but that's actually Bean-O-Mac. For those of you who are uneducated on that. Speaking of uneducation, apparently I can't even not educated enough to form a goddamn complete sentence. So let's see what they got for us next. Version V 0.7, I guess. I'm assuming that's a Matt Hardy thing. Version 0.7? Yep. Kai, I want you to meet Matt Hardy. He is here in the WWE Developmental for a little while to rehab his right leg. Interesting. He strained some ligaments back on Raw a few weeks ago. Nice to meet you, Matt. You can call me Matt Hardy version 0.7 since I'm only at about 70% right now. Yeah, I'm at about 70%, so the trainers want me to work a few matches down here to make sure I'm good to go on TV. Makes sense. That's where you come in, Kai. You and Matt are going to have a match tonight, and what you need to do is test out Matt's legs. That sounds extreme, but don't worry, he won't do any damage to them using standard wrestling moves and submissions. Are you sure? Say that to Triple H. Give me all you've got. I'm sure I can take it. So, to succeed in this match, you need to work Matt's legs as best you can, and then see if you can make him submit. Submission match. Well, I haven't been playing anything in submissions. Got it, work the legs and go for a submission. So do I have to make him tap out? Alright, so his legs are already messed up, like you said, 70%. I've never, was never the biggest fan of version 1.0 Matt Hardy. I don't know, I thought, like, the entrances and stuff like that, in which, you know, it says funny things during his entrance, or facts, Matt facts, I think they're called. That's really funny and cool, but I think other things, not so much, right? Like, I don't know, something about the presentation, he just seemed a little goofy and stuff. I mean, the followers of Matt, I can't remember what they were called, but like obviously like Crash Holly was one at one point, and Shannon Moore and stuff. Mattitude. I don't know. I think Matt Hardy in a lot of ways I have the same thinking as Chris Jericho. Just I don't think people consider him as successful as Chris Jericho, you know, where like they say he's constantly reinventing himself and all that sort of stuff. Man, I love those headbutts. Al Snows. Well, his legs are red. It's just now I got to get him in that submission, and I'm honestly not familiar enough with my moveset. It should just be a leg submission, but there's a whole bunch of like different qualifications for stuff. Like if you're in a dragging position or something like that, it does different moves, I think. Jeez. Yeah, I'm probably gonna just start putting things into my, into my reversals, because I'm trying to actually reverse them right now. It's just my timing is off. Yeah, he's kind of kicking my butt again. There we go, right to the legs, and he's right back up somehow. Boy, people do not stay down in this game, that's for sure. Alright, we got him. I got like 2 seconds though. Damn, I'm mashing that button and it's not working out for me. It's a leg only submission too. God damn it. Tiger leg sweep. My moveset's actually decently equipped for this. Come on, come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Yeah. We got him. Yeah, we've already seen this. I don't know what my stamina meter is. Somebody's gonna have to explain that, because sometimes it's that, sometimes it's not. Learning to fly. Okay. Even like the chapter setup, like they always set up a chapters like in the hockey games. Hey coach, I think I impressed Mr. Heyman 2 weeks ago, and I beat Matt Hardy in my last match. Do you think that you could put in a word to Sunday Night Heat for me? Whoa, Kai, let's keep it real. Oh no. Mr. Heyman is not so easily impressed. Let's face it, you didn't beat Matt Hardy version 1.0, you beat Matt Hardy version 0.7. Yeah, okay. So before you crown yourself Mr. Sunday Night, here's a word of advice. Keep working hard, always listen to the coach, and your time will come. So after hearing one of the coach's legendary pep talks, I'm sure you're pumped for your next match. Let's see how you utilize your aerial skills. Before you defeat your opponent, that is, if you defeat him, you'll need to hit him with at least 2 aerial moves off the top turnbuckle. Alright, think you can handle that? Doesn't sound too hard. Count on it. Jeez. Lieutenant Mortar? This guy looks like he should be already on Sunday Night Heat or something. Looks like a Vince McMahon kind of guy. My bad, Mr. McMahon. Jeez. I think even in the games, like, it's not even Vince McMahon, it's Mr. McMahon. I wonder if that's an actual... The reason why they did that in these games is because that was an actual, like, order from Vince. Like, listen, pal, you gotta call me Mr. McMahon. That's good shit, pal. But, I don't know. It just always came across as weird to me. Like, I guess in this context, Mr. Heyman and all that other, you know, jargon or whatever, like, I mean, it's... I guess I'm supposed to be an impressionable rookie. So, I mean, I get that, but... I don't know. It's also interesting. I feel like this is one of the first games, because... In, like, a lot of modern WWE games, it's interesting because... like, I played 2K22 and stuff like that. I haven't played any of the other recent ones, like the story modes of the My Career. But it's like they try and do this weird thing in which they break kayfabe almost, in a way. But other times they're trying to keep it. Like when I did Rey Mysterio's showcase mode or whatever, like it kept getting interrupted by him, like quote unquote talking about what he was thinking during the match and how he thought he could best get the victory and all this other stuff. It was one of the worst showcases I've ever played, honestly. Which, you know, the last game I played before that was 2K16, but it was just kind of annoying more than anything. And then in like the My Career, when I did that, like I was talking about how I made it on the indies and, you know, talking to guys who were in, you know, Mexico and Japan and all that sort of stuff. It's just so weird, you know. I kind of liked how in these games back in this day, you know, they kind of broke kayfabe a little bit, because I mean, I would say at this point, you know, Tough Enough, you know, we all knew that was a thing and whatnot, and you know, the internet was getting a little more popular with that stuff as far as, you know, pushes, and you know, Vince had already said like 20 times since like the 80s that yeah, this is all, you know, just entertainment and stuff like that. So, but I always kind of liked it back in these days where it was like, all right, this is the WWE. It doesn't matter if you wrestled around the world or ROH or the Indies or Japan or Mexico. I liked how they always presented it as this is where you want to be. And of course, he, you know, rolled out of the way. What is this guy doing? Why did he attack the ref? But I don't know. I know like a lot of people like that because it's like realistic. You know, like I think it's cool in like Wrestling Empire and whatnot, but you know, because obviously that's a wrestling game. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is I like that how back in the day it was like WWE is the place, right? You know, nothing else really matters. It's their universe and all that sort of stuff. Do you get if you guys get what I'm trying to say? Like a lot of people for the longest time, and they still kind of do it to a degree, but a lot of people hate how like the WWE never acknowledged any other promotions, stuff like that. I think that's how it should be. You know, why the hell should I care if, you know, some guy had a wrestling career in Japan or Mexico or WCW or something like that, you know? But I don't know. Obviously, I have different opinions than other people, but you guys can let me know in the comments what you think about that. Let's see, what's next? We got impressing the coach. Isn't that what I've been doing this whole time? First week of May, show 6. As you know, Kai, the coach is tough, but he's also fair. I admit that you've shown me something during your time here in WWE Developmental. I think that you might be close to the next step. We both know that you've got a pretty fair arsenal of offensive moves, but the coach can't just recommend your promotion without seeing if you can defend yourself. Fair enough. So in your next match, I want to see how you are at defense tactics. Let's see you counter your opponent's offense twice. If you can reverse him twice, that would impress on me that there is more to your skills than just what meets the eye. You do want to impress the coach, don't you? I told Mr. Man I'd do what it takes to prove myself, and then impressing the coach is what it takes. I'll do it. Jeez. Sorry guys, I trust me, I can read. It's just I'm looking at a tiny screen at this point, so it's tough for me to read everything without messing up. The pugilist. Actually, I like this guy. I like this guy already. He's not getting up. Alright, so I'm just gonna try and wait for him to hit me, and I'm just gonna try and reverse it. And yeah, it's not working out very well. I kind of liked how in the early SmackDown vs. Raw games it was, you had to kind of telegraph, you know, it wasn't just, you know, press this button or whatever when it pops up, which it kind of was, but it was like, okay, you have to kind of have the strategy to guess what your opponent's going to do next with the L&R. Obviously taken from the SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain and stuff like that. I think that's would have been the game before this. But sometimes it can be annoying. There we go. There's number 1. There we go. Sometimes I feel like I should be reversing, but it just doesn't which once again I'm gonna chalk up to my counter attribute being so low. But hopefully I can build my stuff up pretty quick. That's probably where I'm gonna put all my points to begin with. Just because that's probably more important, because it seems like people who just reverse me more than anything are the ones that get all the momentum easier and their finishing move meters filled up the most. So that's probably the way you should probably play, I would assume. At least that's what it seems to me. Yeah, get a good look at that face, because it's going to be scarred later on. I'm surprised though I haven't had to do anything in like the ring, like the tutorial ring. You can't play it in an exhibition, so that's probably why it's not available here. But it's just kind of like, it was just like something you would imagine would be in the performance center or something like that. And they seem to want to kind of make this a unique story in the sense of like, oh, this is your up and coming rise in the ranks of WWE, and you don't just start on Raw or SmackDown, obviously. But I'm pretty sure its velocity was around this time, so I wonder if it was just a space issue or if they just didn't really care. But I don't know. I guess maybe it's a commitment thing too. Because if you're on Heat, then you'd have to go to Raw, Velocity, or the SmackDown.
1, 2, 3.
We defeated the Pugilist. Yeah. Deciding move, double S. Okay. Yeah, somebody's gonna have to explain the stamina stuff. Is that my health, I'm assuming? Reasonable man. Alright, sounds like we're getting somewhere. I like how the coach said you can't impress me that easily, and then I impressed him easily in one match by doing 2 top rope moves. Coach, I've been looking all over for you. Look, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit of the runaround here. I've been pretty successful here in WWE Developmental, and I'm sure that I must have made an impression on the WWE scouts by now. But all I hear from you are instructions on how to wrestle. Win in under 5 minutes, win by submission, use 2 aerial maneuvers. I mean, come on. All you're doing is telling me what moves to use. How is that going to help me make it to the next level? You know what? You're absolutely right. Ever since you got here, the coach has done nothing but tell you which specific moves you've had to use. Well, I agree with you. It's high time we put an end to that. I won't request any more specific moves from you. Thanks, coach. I was hoping you'd see it my way. I sure do. For tonight's match, you are banned from using any special finishing moves at all. That's right, if you use any finishing moves, you will automatically be disqualified from the match. See, the coach is a reasonable man. You're welcome. Well, fuck you too. But, I mean, considering how, that shouldn't be an issue. This game, I can't tell, it's probably my developmental opponents, I'm assuming. But, there are just times where I beat people with just like the yellow limb meter damage without any finishers. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. ETK? I don't know. I don't know what that acronym stands for. I love how his cowboy hat is staying on this whole time. And the reason why I cut all of like the guys' entrances from Developmental is because this is already going to be a very long video, so I'll try and, once again, like I said earlier, I'll try and show off all the entrances of people who haven't previously been seen or whatever. If I don't, it's probably either time constraints or, I'll be honest, I just forgot. I'm a busy man, so just something to look forward to in the future, I guess. But I feel like the entrances in this game kind of look a little awkward. Like, I feel like around this time, if it wasn't the SmackDown titles, like if it was the Xbox titles, like the Raw games or the WrestleMania games or whatever, like the entrances there were like cool aspects to the entrances, but it felt like the stages were always way too big and wide for like the superstar, like they weren't portioned right, or maybe it's just because I'm used to it in the SmackDown games or something. A different perspective of the stage. Oh jeez. Just took out Mike Chioda. I grab a weapon, yeah, but as you can see, he went He went down. He got up pretty quickly. Wow, he didn't even have any limb damage. But yeah, the entrances just look awkward. Like I feel like they reuse animations from like the game, in which like they're not fluid walk cycles. So it's just like, oh, the same way you would walk if you were playing the match and whatnot. And it just looks so awkward to me. And the camera angles somehow look awkward to me too around this time. Say goodbye to WWE Developmental. Oh boy, looks like we got our last match here. So we already got the first portion of our career taken care of almost. As you know, Mr. Heyman Kai has had a great run here in WWE Developmental. Yes, I have. Ever since I've taken him under my wing, of course. Thanks to the coach, he's a rising star. Look at my smile. It's true, Coach has told me a lot about you. He says that your ring skills are pretty well developed considering your relative inexperience. He also says that you're a bit impatient when it comes to following orders, but that's not too surprising. I see that in a lot of our up-and-comers. He's just dragging me along. But here's a word of advice. I'd be surprised if you haven't heard the same thing from Mr. McMahon yet. To make it in this business, you're going to be asked to work hard, to commit yourself, and to follow orders, at least until you've paid your dues. Sometimes you may be asked to do things you might not want to. But that's part of the business. I'm pretty sure you can accept that if you made it this far. So are all my matches going to have stipulations? Speaking of which, I've got a very special opportunity for you tonight. I came to WWE Developmental tonight to scout one of our premier SmackDown superstars, Booker T. He's recovering from an arm injury. Okay. And he needs a tune-up match. Since Coach thinks you're ready for the next step, I'm ready to give you the opportunity on behalf of the WWE. Sweet. If you can beat Booker T one-on-one tonight, I'll see you after the show to discuss your promotion to the WWE. Good luck. Alright, so that's pretty cool. He's got a messed up arm, so that's why. So it should be an easy match. Okay, maybe not. Yeah. Is that a strength issue? He's supposed to be knocked down. Jeepers. Yeah, this match actually took me 2 tries. Even though they say he has a messed up arm, his arm is in fact not messed up. And he doesn't mess around. I wouldn't say he's aggressive, as you can see. Like, he's not all over me. But, yeah, he's a little reversal happy, as you're about to see. There we go again. So, quite the difficulty curve here. And, of course, there we go. Jeez. Must be my... I guess that's what happens when you don't upgrade your speed stat, because you keep going for moves and he just keeps reversing. I think it's also important, this game kind of established the fact you have to mix up your moves too, as that has a direct effect on your momentum as well. One thing I don't like about this game though, maybe it's just because I don't have the right move. It seems like the aerial moves, they don't really connect properly, and that was something that the early SmackDown games had an issue with as well. Probably up until like SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, I think, in which it was just kind of like, oh, you hit them and it doesn't feel like they actually connected with an aerial move or whatever. Like they just kind of bounce off their body at the time. But yeah, I don't know. It's just maybe there's some pin moves like maybe RVD's Frog Splash or whatever, but it just feels like I hit them and my character just kind of slides off. I don't know. It's just weird. I guess that's just something that we take for granted in today's games. Jeepers. This guy ain't messing around. Alright, he's in blue momentum. So he should be... suffering a little bit. But, of course, as you can see, he's still reversing a lot of my moves. But I'm giving him a good fight, too. But like I said, I mean... he's barely done anything, and this dude already has a finisher and a half. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. His momentum's been poop. He reversed me in danger. I'm only playing on, like, normal here, folks. So, this is kind of a crazy match already. And I'm assuming, I mean, this is only the first part of my career, so... I would have to assume... Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. And I got no durability, so that's probably it for me. Even though I have no limb damage. Alright, I guess I have limb damage. Alright, thank God for this. Come on, come on. Rope break. Rope break! Jeez. And of course now he went from having no momentum to... Oh, come on. Yeah, this is only normal, and he is... I don't know if they have a difficulty for the story mode, but he is kind of kicking my ass. God damn. Come on, don't do this. That was close. What the f... He's almost got another one, too. This is the kind of horse shit I'm talking about. Like, I don't even have any fucking stat boosting stuff yet. Can I at least have a goddamn fair match? Jeepers. The finisher camera angles are pretty awesome. Alright. We got it. There's no way he was gonna, you know, stay down after those. But even my finishers don't do any damn damage. And I'm too afraid to, like, do a strong grapple to bring him in the center of the ring. Because I feel like he's gonna reverse it. What? 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 He reversed one move and his momentum went all the way to give him a finisher. God damn. Am I missing something? He doesn't even have high momentum either. He fucking kicked out of that. He kicks out of fucking pins and almost gets a 2/3 of a fucking finisher. More than that, actually. Jesus Christ. What is going on right now? Is there something about this game I don't understand, or I'm doing wrong? Somebody's gonna have to explain this to me in the damn comments. I legit thought he reversed that for a second. I'm not gonna lie, 'cause the screen changed. He already fucking got up. He already fucking got up. What the hell is he? Come on, man. Alright, so I have barely any limb damage. My guy's down for 20 fucking minutes. This dude has an orange head, yellow body. He just gets right up, no cells. Jesus Christ. Come on, come on. Yes. Thank God. That was a very, very tough match. I hope that's not something that I'm gonna have to get used to in this game. I'm assuming because it was the last match of this specific chapter. But, well, I must say, congratulations are in order. Even with the stakes as high as they were, I'm still a little surprised that you were able to upset Booker T. But then, as a builder of professional wrestling empires against all odds, mind you, I'm a stranger to upsets myself. Oh, no stranger to upsets. Of course, so about that promotion? Right. As I was saying, on behalf of Vince McMahon and the WWE, I'm happy to offer you a run on Sunday Night Heat beginning next week. If you continue to impress, you'll be offered a WWE contract, and either I or another WWE official will assign you to Raw or SmackDown at that time. Okay? Do I get to choose? So again, congratulations. Say goodbye to the WWE Developmental and hello to the WWE. But still all the WWE, isn't it? But anyway, that's it for this week, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out next week's episode. And if you enjoyed, like and subscribe. But above all else, please remember to have a nice day.